Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sarah, otherwise known as Sarah Says Hi. This is day 22 of my cycle, but it's actually day 1 of my new way of eating that I'm going to be trying for the next, who knows, maybe forever. I'm trying to think of a clever name for this series. Hopefully by the time I post this video, I will have thought of one. So I just had my psyllium husk powder. That was really hard to get down. In fact, it's like still stuck in my teeth and everything. So not a very pleasant experience. I am going to be making a coffee with bone broth. And I'm going to try this. I just got this and you would have seen it in my Marshalls in TJ Maxx grocery haul, keto haul. And this is Jordan Sini Syrup's Ice Cream Collection Birthday Cake, flavored whipped foam topping. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a try. So I'm going to make, my coffee is just going to be vanilla based because that's the best with birthday cake. So I'm just going to go ahead and brew my coffee and we'll check out this foam topping. I'm going to first just like taste a little bit of this on my finger and then I will put it on my coffee. So I just, oh, please shake gently before use. This looks like hand soap. I guess we kind of expect it to be an aerosol and come out like a real, cream, and it's not. It's gonna be a foam. So let me just taste it first. I can't say that I love it, so let's try. Yeah, I guess it's just, if you kind of want it to look pretty, well, then it'll look pretty. Let me take a photo. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed that I spent almost $5 on that. So my plan here is to finish this coffee and then I'm going back to Sprouts. Yes, for a second time this week. I need to buy some of the foods that I'm going to be eating for the next 6 days. It's actually, normally it would be 7 days. So the cycle that I'm on right now would be from day 21 to day 28 of your monthly cycle. So yesterday was actually 21, but I was still coming off of my 3 months of keto and alternate day fasting. So I didn't want to start implementing it just yet. So I'm actually kind of a day off on the schedule, but that's okay. So today is day 22. Very nervous that I will be out of ketosis for 6 days. So basically this week, there is not going to be any weight loss. There's no calorie counting. There is no macro counting. There's a ballpark, but I'm just so nervous, guys, because it does give me anxiety. I'll be very honest with you guys. The thought of taking myself out of ketosis gives me anxiety. The thought of seeing that maybe the scale could go up a couple of pounds gives me anxiety. I don't think any of us want to see weight gain while we're doing the keto diet. But I have to remember that this is going to benefit my hormones so that everything else can line up and I could lose weight. Okay, I am back from my Sprouts. I'm going to call this a progesterone building haul. This is going to be my progesterone building week. I still need some kind of clever name for this, but all these foods are to build progesterone. So I will show you what I got. It's not going to be like anything you guys have seen from me before. Not remotely close to being a keto haul. So if this is going to trigger you, then, I understand if you don't want to watch this video, but I'm just sharing with you guys what I'm doing for my keto journey. So I would say that my new lifestyle, at least for these next couple of months, I'm just going to try this out to see how it goes. It's going to be that like 2/3 of the month I am keto and 1/3 I'm not. Okay, so this was a little bit over $50. It was like $50 and some odd cents. So this haul right here is supposed to be for 6 days of doing the progesterone building, and the last 3 days are intensified where I'm eating between 100 and 200 grams of carbs. So I didn't want to buy too much fresh broccoli because I was afraid it's going to get wrinkly in a couple of days, and I have some frozen broccoli still, so I just got one bunch. I picked up some organic Brussels sprouts. I tried to buy organic as much as I could, but they didn't have everything that was organic, obviously, that I needed. And And these were actually a lot bigger than the regular ones, the ones that weren't organic. So I was surprised by this. I love Brussels sprouts. This is one Hawaiian papaya. Papaya is on the list of progesterone building foods. Most of the papaya did not look good. And even this one I'm starting to see like has a little bit of mold or something right here. They did not look that good. This was like one of the best ones that they had. So I'll probably eat this today, maybe eat it over a period of 2 days. These are green mangoes, and these were 2 for $3. And normally pre-keto, if I wanted mango, I would just buy like their little bucket that they had where they had already like cut it up, chopped it up for you. But that was $4. So this was a lot cheaper for me to get 2 for $3. I don't know how quickly these are going to ripen. None of them are ripe right now. So I'm probably not going to be able to eat the mango until towards, the final 3 days where I have to eat more carbohydrates. And then I picked up some navel oranges. These are not organic. It was just cheaper to buy a bag. I think this was $4 for a 3-pound bag. I got some sunflower seeds. I thought I had sunflower seeds already. I mean, I have so many nuts and seeds that I thought I had some on hand, but when I looked this morning before I left, I could not find any. So these are just raw organic sunflower seeds. I'll probably just throw them over salads. And then I picked up the Bolthouse Avocado Green Goddess. I've actually never tried this one before. I've tried the other avocado dressing. I think it's avocado cilantro. And I get the blue cheese and the ranch dressing, but I've never bought this one. And I know everyone talks about this one and loves it. But what I really like about Bolthouse Farms is they do not use soybean oil. I think this one uses olive oil. And if you're curious, it's 45 calories for 2 tablespoons, 3 grams of carbohydrates, 1 gram of protein. No, it doesn't look like they're even using oil. Buttermilk is the first ingredient and non-fat milk. I picked up these organic black beans. Beans are on the list of progesterone building foods. So I picked these up because it was buy one, get one free, and they were organic. So, okay. And then I picked up this Simply Pesto because I broke down and bought this palmini, Hearts of Palm linguine. These are kind of new. It's 4 grams of carbs. Let's see. So it's 20 calories. Oh, and there's 3 servings in a bag. 20 calories is a serving. There's no fat. Total carbohydrates is 4. Dietary fiber is 2. So it's actually 2 net carbs per serving and 1 gram of protein. So I figured this would be good because it doesn't have a lot of protein in it. And because I have to watch my protein, even though I'm not watching macros and stuff, she wants you on the lower end of protein. So I can't go protein crazy like I'm used to with keto. So I figured this would be good one night to try to do this, and maybe with some pesto and then, one of the sausages I have in the fridge. I picked up this butternut squash. There weren't a lot of squash options right now, which is weird because it's September, but I got this one because I do like butternut squash. I'll probably pan fry it in some butter. And then I got this big, I think this is 2 pounds. Yeah, no, 1 pound. 1 pound of organic super greens. It's already washed just so I could have a big salad. And then I picked up these are organic sweet potatoes, and they're kind of small, which is good. So then that way I can't go too crazy on them. They're like maybe 4 or 5 inches long and maybe 2 inches wide. So they're not very big. Potatoes are definitely on the progesterone building foods. Oh, and then I got 1 thing of lemon juice just because I didn't have any lemon juice on hand anymore. So that is going to be the foods that I picked up today for this week's progesterone building. I am actually going to enjoy my first meal. I'm starving. It's noon and all I've had is that coffee. I will be intermittent fasting during these 6 days. She doesn't like you to do more than 15 hours of intermittent fasting during the 7 days before your cycle. So I will be doing intermittent fasting starting tomorrow because obviously today I'm just breaking my 36-hour fast. So I'm going to go ahead and put the groceries away, and then I'm going to make my first real meal, progesterone building meal, which is going to be, I'm going to make a oatmeal with hemp hearts. Okay, so this is the no oatmeal. I'll put the recipe down for it below if you want. It's not my recipe, but it's just hemp hearts. Here, let me zoom out. There we go. So it's just hemp hearts, coconut flour. I put a little bit of Lakanto sweetener in it. It doesn't say that, but I just added it anyways. And then you're supposed to use almond milk, but I use macadamia nut milk. And then you're supposed to put a tablespoon of pecans or walnuts. I didn't have walnuts, so I used pecans, and mine's more like 3 tablespoons worth. And then some sugar-free syrup. And you nuke, before you put the walnuts and syrup on, you nuke it in the microwave for like 90 seconds. Okay, so it is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm hungry, almost starving, I would say. And I have a salad here. Okay, so this is, I just took a handful of mixed greens. I have no idea. This is one of those Teflon beef sausages. I put it in the air fryer, sliced it, threw it in here. This is 2 ounces of the queso fresco cheese and like 6 olives, 2 tablespoons of 2 tablespoons of sunflower seeds, and those are raw. They're not roasted or anything. There is a little mini guacamole cup in there, a little bit of that avocado goddess dressing, and I sprinkled some turmeric. So the progesterone building foods in this salad would be the sunflower seeds and the avocado. And then I'm having, this is half, it's half of a papaya fruit, that Hawaiian papaya, which I think is probably like maybe a little bit more than half a cup here. But yeah, so this is also the progesterone building food. It's 5:40. I got 20 minutes to eat until I start intermittent fasting. In my Instant Pot here, I have 3 of the small sweet potatoes. I'm not eating all 3 tonight. I just figured if I'm going to cook them in the Instant Pot, I may as well cook a couple at a time. In my air fryer, I have a jalapeno pork sausage that was in my Costco grocery haul, if you want to see that right here. And then I have a couple of Brussels sprouts that I also threw in the air fryer. Dinner for the progesterone building. So this potato, I cut off a little piece of it to test it out, and it wasn't cooked all the way through, so that's how I threw it back in, and just now I ate the rest of it. So it's very small. I would say it's probably 3.5 inches long and maybe 2 inches wide. This is that sausage, the jalapeno and pepper jack, and this was 3 Brussels sprouts split in half, and I just coated them in olive oil, salt and pepper, and I also cooked them in the air fryer. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some butter on them and some butter here on this sweet potato. And it's now 6:11. It's later than I wanted to eat. So I want to hurry up and eat because I do want to have a piece of chocolate, maybe with some peanut butter. Those are also progesterone building foods. So, and I feel like something sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this, and I'll be back in a bit. So the last thing I'm going to eat is, this is not a keto chocolate. This is a dark chocolate that I have. This was chocolate with almonds. It's 15 grams of carbs for the entire bar, but I'm just going to cut it in half and just eat like a tablespoon of peanut butter with it. Peanut butter is supposed to be a progesterone building food, and dark chocolate is supposed to be a progesterone building food. Dr. Mindy does not say that you should just go out and buy, any kind of dark chocolate. She wants you to get high quality, of course. This is not like high quality, but I'm just going to eat this one, use it up. This habit is so hard for me to break, where she doesn't want you like macro counting and stuff. I know I'm over in carbohydrates. I know I'm over in protein. I'm a little shy on the fat, I think. So I'm just going to measure, because I don't trust myself. So I'm just going to measure out 16 grams of peanut butter here. It's stuck to my finger. 19, close enough. Okay, and I already know that I'm breaking the rules by counting macros. I'm not supposed to be. I just can't help it, guys. I have to know if I'm just getting way out of control. So for my net carbs, I'm at 64 grams. Total carbs is 103. 32 grams of fiber. Fat is 852. So I'm supposed to be aiming for, when I'm not eating in the progesterone building phase, the ketobiotic phase is supposed to be 60%. I'm at 70% fat. Protein was at 78, and my calories at 2006. Probably in the future, I should not have chocolate and peanut butter, even though I'm trying to eat these progesterone building foods. I don't know how else I could have done this other than maybe at dinner only having half a sausage, and then same thing with lunch, only eating half a sausage. Ugh, it's going to be so hard giving up that protein. But I was just listening to a video that Dr. Mindy did where she was addressing her reset group. I guess she has a Facebook reset group. And these are her macros that she has had for a while, apparently, not just for the menopause reset book. And a lot of people are questioning, like, why do they have to eat that low of protein? And she's saying it's because too much protein can still raise your insulin. I know I have read studies on that where they're saying that that's really not going to impact insulin, the gluconeogenesis, that's not really something that you need to be worried about with keto, but apparently Dr. Mendy says so. You have to keep it at 50 grams of protein if you want to lose weight. That's her words exactly. So the only thing I could see for tomorrow, obviously I'm not supposed to be counting macros. This is hard for me. This is going to be hard because I'm still stuck in the headspace of calories. Like I had 2,000 calories and that's way too many calories. That's okay when I'm doing alternate day fasting to have 2,000 calories because I have such a high deficit. But I'm afraid if I eat 2,000 calories for 6 days that I'm going to pack on like 2 or 3 pounds. So this is just hard for me to wrap my head around. So protein was 78, fat was okay. She did say that pretty much what you have to do is rely on more fat. And that if that means making fat bombs, then you make more fat bombs. She says that she eats a lot of avocados, but in my head, I still think, well, avocados have a lot of carbohydrates. But I guess she's not really thinking about that because of the net carbs. I'll tell you on my little mini guacamole cups how many net carbs. Okay, it's only 1 net carb. So I guess I could just eat more of my little guacamole cups. So this is the end of day 1 of the progesterone building week. I'll see you guys tomorrow.